viewers, welcome back to the channel. Being a Fine Figure here, and today we are going to finally take a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra SAW Viper. Stands for Semi-Automatic Weapon. I am not too familiar with the SAW Viper because he was not in the cartoons that I remember watching as a kid in the 80s. I think he came out, or it was introduced later on in the 90s sometime, but by then I wasn't, not that I wasn't a G.I. Joe fan, but I was hitting high school, I was doing sports, I was doing baseball and so on. I had a busy schedule, I had a job, so the cartoons and the collecting and stuff just took a back seat. So I'm not too familiar with it, but he looks pretty cool. So I was playing the long game with the SAW Viper, but I ended up getting it anyway. I had ordered a toy, the Batman Begins from Nexoic Toys, but I ended up picking up one at Books A Million when I was doing my run, my little toy hunt. So I called him up. I was like, hey, I don't need another one. I've got enough. I wanted to cancel it. Can I replace it? I asked them if I could replace it with something else. And they were like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I was looking around and I was like, hey, you know what? I'll pick up the SAW Viper. So they exchanged that for me. So I was able to get that for him. So thank Nick Sawyer, because they've always done a great job as far as accommodating or taking care of any issues that I might have. Great customer service. So you should check them out. Anyway, today is all about the SAW Viper. Again, not too familiar with it, but he does look pretty damn cool in there. He does look like a lot of reuse from Tripwire, but hey, he's got a few modifications to him. So anyway, as we do here on the channel, I'm going to get this figure out of the box and I will be right back. All right, now that the figure is out of the box, we'll quickly go over the accessories. It does come with a knife, all plain knife. Y'all know how I feel about the plain knives. It's a nice looking knife, actually. It's better looking than most others. But again, a little bit detailed, on the handle would have been nice. All dark color, or a little bit, on the blade itself. Give it a little highlight there on the end, make it look like it's sharp. It would have been nice, but it's a nice looking blade. It's a lot different and it has some shape, as opposed to the other plain ones that they usually have. And then, of course, he does have his little revolver. His side piece, I guess, his pistol or his Glock or whatever. It's got the extender clip there. Again, only one color, and it does have the hole to plug the effects, but it's very plain. It does have some detail on it, but again, it's just the black. They just kind of get lost when they're all one color. He does come with the neck protector that I was actually on it. I just took it off so we can do the video. Once I can go over the neck and stuff, but this is the neck protector there. You put it over, and I like the fact that unlike Tripwire, it's got these little hooks there, and they kind of fall flat. It fixes to the shoulder pads there, and it makes it fit in place. Actually, it's a nice touch that they did with that. How long those will last, who knows? I feel like they might break off sooner or later, but again, they'll be on display, and I won't be moving them much. Maybe a few pictures here and there, but for the most part, they're going to go into that Cobra shelf. And then, of course, he's got his big backpack or battery pack, I guess, because, it does provide, I guess, you got this belt, and it doesn't look like a bullet. It looks like just the power belt for the saw. So, I don't know. I'm assuming that's what it is. It doesn't look at all like it feeds bullet into the thing. As you can see, they're like square. So it just looks like a chain, and I guess it goes attached. It does attach to this. It's a nice looking gun with a little chainsaw attached to it that does come off. And I like the color on the detail, the purple. You see, it looks nice when you put a little color on the weapons. Chainsaw looks great. It kind of shines too. And of course, you got the little details of the chainsaw itself, the chain itself. And then you got all the screws and stuff. And, they even give you that little hole there for your adjusting it when the chain comes off. That's actually a pretty nice touch. Then you got this nice machine gun, I believe. Nice weapon there. It's got the weird handle there. It's got the handlebar up top. And then, of course, the bullet. And then this case comes off. Nice little touch. And then it goes here. And then that other piece, obviously, you slide it into this side here, and then here comes the little handle there. So Obviously, I guess it just powers it up. That's what I'm thinking. But it's nice. It's nice looking. Again, it does have a lot of details on it, but, you know, a different color on the handles. That would have been nice. And then, of course, the helmet itself. It's got nice little visor there. Nice little lime green color. It's got some nice detail. Look at that. It's got the little padding in the back. The inside, nothing is on the inside, which is rare because they did pretty good on the padding. And I didn't show you guys this. The padding inside of this neck cover, you can tell it's got some nice. That's nice. That's a pretty good add-on. That's a nice details that they added to that. Now, onto the Viper itself, and again, it just reminds me of Tripwire, the look. So obviously, it's a reuse. They did modify a little bit the vest. It looks a little different than Tripwire. I think the these patches there, these pockets there, are a little bit bigger than some of the ones on Tripwire, if I could remember correctly. He does have the Cobra signal there, the logo, the head sculpt. Kind of reminds me of Beachhead in a way. He said he's got no feelings. It would have been nice if they put a little bit of emotions on that face. He's got the little silver earpiece, mouthpiece there. That's a nice detail there, obviously, because you're gonna have that neck piece and the saw going. So, but the vest is very nice. It doesn't come off, I believe. Yeah, no, it doesn't come off unlike Tripwires. It's got some nice details there. And it's got the belt. Kind of matches the visor on the helmet there. It's got the little holster there. It's got the shift in the back. He's got all these different protectors. Oh, and they do come off. Oh, it does slide off, and it's too. Yeah, I'm sure if I remove the hands, I'll be able to get them off. So they do slide off, and they do slip off. Kind of. I mean, you can move it. You can get some articulation up, I guess. But you can see now the figure is pretty good. It's a little loose at the waist, but the legs are pretty firm. The arms are pretty firm. But of course, the ab crunch does swivel a lot. But it's not like you can get any anyway. So that's not gonna bother me much because of the vest. You can't really get much on it. But other than that, it is what it is. It looks pretty cool. All this protection and gears and pads and stuff all around him. I don't know, cover up all the blood and stuff, you know. But yeah, he looks really good. So like myself, I do not go crazy with the army builds like this. So I will definitely end up picking up another one because I like to have at least 2 Vipers in each category. You might want to say for G.I. Joe. But that's it. I mean, unless I go somewhere and I happen to pick up some that are on deep discount, I'll definitely pick them up. But I only end up usually just picking up 2. It's as much as space can provide. And the way that they're cranking them up, you know, I can't really afford to, I won't have the space, let me put it that way, to do so many. I'll have to keep improvising, and I don't have a large space to keep adding more shells and stuff like that. But this actually looks pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good. Again, I was playing the long game. I don't know if I was going to pick it up because I wasn't too familiar, but it looks great. So it's going to make the Cobra shelf look really good. Definitely going to have to pick up the next one. So let's put the bad boy together before we go. Yeah, that's a nice, cool knife. I like the shape of the knife and all that. Where'd the gun go? Let's put the knife in there. The gun in the holster, I mean. And then, of course, it's got that neck piece that goes in. And again, there's thing cool about this. See, it's got those clips there. I mean, it doesn't really hold on to it, but it makes it a lot better. It looks pretty cool because it fits right into that groove on the top of that vest there, which is actually pretty cool. I think something that I don't think they have with, Tripwire. And then you got that nice helmet. It does go in all the way. At least it was a helmet and not a alternate head that you couldn't remove the helmet. But this is a nice looking. It just, yeah, that looks pretty good. Actually, he does look good. So I'm glad I decided to pick him up. And then, of course, let's get this. Maybe let's do it from behind, like they have it in there. And of course, let's put the saw back on there. I like that touch. Now, I've already taken it up on it a few times, but it's already loose. So the more you mess with it, eventually it'll completely come off. And actually, I should have put the weapon in first. Let's see how easy these are, because sometimes these Kung Fu grips on these could be a pain in the ass trying to get the weapons in there. Of course. Yeah, see, there goes the shoulder protector does come down. Let's see if I can... I feel like they must have... All right, so I'm sure it's easy somehow, somewhere. But it's never easy for me. I wonder why. Oh, he doesn't even really have it because it doesn't go there. It actually, the handle's up there. See, learn something every day. That's why it looked funny to me, because the actual handle, it's facing up. So now, much better. Still a little bit pain in the ass, but at least it's a lot better. And there he goes. Let's get that. Yeah, see, now it just gets to the point where after just a few times taking it in and out, that the saw is already starting, the chainsaw there is starting to come off and become more and more loose. So, but there you have it. This is S.A.W. Viper. It's actually a very nice looking figure. I figure out a way how to get this straight up there, but he looks good. They did a good job with it. It is pretty heavy because of all the gadgets and stuff that's on it, but he will look good. He actually looks good. I'll put him next to the Techno Vipers, who also got all this crazy shit going around, and maybe I'll put Firefly in front of him. So that'll look cool together. So there you have it, guys. It's a S.A.W. Viper from G.I. Joe Classified Series. Another nice looking figure from the Joe team, and I can't wait for all these new releases that are popping up. And I did get my pre-order, so they're out there already. So if you haven't, you better hurry up before they sell out. So anyway, thanks always. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, continue to support each other. Continue to be a fine figure. And I will see you later.